Welcome to ARM Controller Lab, Part B, Program 7. Write a embedded C program to interface DC motor direction control interface with NV5004A. So, table of content, introduction to DC motor, methodology, components used for interfacing DC motor, procedure of interfacing program, algorithm and flowchart, DC motor embedded C language program, multiple choice questions, activity. So let us see introduction to DC motor. The DC motor is the device which converts the direct current into the mechanical work. That is, the direct current will be given to into the mechanical work, which will be rotating a fan in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. It works on the principle of Lorentz law. The Fleming's left hand rule gives the direction of the force. As we have already studied, the Fleming left hand rule, which gives this is the left hand, in this direction it will give the direction of the force. The direction of rotation of the shaft of the motor can be reversed by reversing the direction of direct current through the motor. That is, we have to rotate the DC motor fan in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Here, this will be reverse direction will be carried out by the reversing the direction of the current. The DC motor speed can be controlled by varying the DC voltage. So now pulse width modulation, PWM technique. So here PWM technique is by which width of the pulse is varied while keeping the frequencies constant. The frequency of the pulse is keeping constant, only width of the pulse is varied. Here a period of pulse consists of on cycle, that is high, and an off cycle, that is low. The duty cycle can be calculated using this formula, that is duty cycle in percentage, which is equal to T on divided by T on plus T off into 100. 100 is for percentage calculation. Say for example, consider a pulse width of period of 10 millisecond which remains on, that is high. For 2 millisecond, the duty cycle of the pulse will be D is equal to 2 divided by 10 into 100. This becomes 20%. So here as shown in the figure, T on and T off period. Here the 50% T on is high positive clock cycle shown as T on, and T off is the negative clock cycle. Both T on and T off, which will be called as one period or one clock cycle. So here 50% duty cycle example shown here is both T on is 50%, T off is also 50%. Now signal B with 10% duty cycle, that is T on is only 10%. That's why in the image it's shown as only small positive cycle, and long for 90% negative cycle. In the figure C, signal C with 30% duty cycle, T on is 30%, T off is 70%. So in a signal D with 70% duty cycle, T on is 70%, T off is 30%. So here duty cycle will be calculated on T on basis. So LPC 21448 has PWM peripheral through which we can generate multiple PWM signals on PWM pins. LPC 2148 supports two types of controlled PWM outputs as single edge controlled PWM output, which is only falling edge position can be controlled. In a double edge controlled pulse width modulation output is both rising edge and falling edge positions can be controlled. See here in example figure shown here both single edge and double edge. In the first clock cycle, single edge controlled PWM output, only falling edge. Here as I shown, only falling edge position control, that is red line in the falling edge. Here PWM can be controlled. In the double edge controlled PWM output, in the second clock cycle, we have shown both rising edge as a red line and falling edge also red line. That's why we call it as both rising edge and falling edge. The output can be controlled. That's why we call this as double edge controlled PWM output. So the methodology used for our DC motor interfacing in LPC 2148 is interface MC05 DC motor interfacing module to NV5004A RM7 development board kit. That is, we have MC05 DC motor interface module is one kit and RM7 development board kit. Both should be interfaced using the 20-pin FRC cable. That's how I explained in second point. Connection is connect 20-pin FRC cable from port pin P1.16 to P1.23 to the DC motor interface block of MC05. After interfacing this, download the hex file from the system, that is computer or laptop, to ARM board kit and run the program by click on reset button. Observe the rotation of the DC motor clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. Check the status of port pins of TP7 to TP11, which is LED glow buttons will be provided on the interface module kit. Observe the status of the direction control switch on TP10 pins. Press direction control switch and observe the direction of rotation of DC motor. Press PWM control switch and observe the speed of the rotation of DC motor. For in our program, we are controlling only direction. Now working of some of the instructions used in writing the program. In our programming, we have used IODIR as a one instruction. That means GPIO port direction control register, general purpose input output port direction. Because in our ARM kit, in our ARM processor, we have some ports working as input and also output, both functions. That's why we have to declare which pin we are using as an input and which pin points we are using as an output. That is, which individually controls the direction of each port pin. Now IO1 DIR, it means port 1 input output direction. 1 means port 1. For example, this IO1 DIR is equal to 0. That is, port 1 controlled pins are input. If the all port values are as 0, then we are considering as all port pins are working as input. And IO1 DIR is equal to 1. Port 1 controlled pins are output. Now below also with values we have shown here. IO1 DIR should become as 1. 0x 000740, port 1 pin P1.16 to P1.18 as output pin. That is 7 can be written in BCD as 0111 and here 0 we have written as 4 zeros. Here below figure shown port 1 P1.23 to P1.16. Here P1.16 to P1.18, 3 pins are as made it as value 1. That means all 3 pins working as output. Remaining pin values are 0. Then we are considering as a input port. And one more instructions we are going to use in our programming as IO set. GPIO port output set register. Writing ones produce high at the corresponding port pins. Writing 0 has no effect, that is, it becomes a low value. IO1 set, that is port 1 output set register. If I am writing a IO example shown here is IO1 set equal to 1 means port 1 pins all values become as a high. If I want to write IO1 set equal to 0, all port pin 1 values are as become a low. So example here as shown, IO1 set 0x000340, port 1 pin P1.16 and P1.17 goes high, that is port 1 values 3 can be written as 0011, P1.13 to P1.16. Here before execution all the values of the port are 0. After execution the P1.16 to P1.17 has become as a high, that is IO set. We have written as IO set. The values of port pin becomes 0 to 1. IOCLR, that is GPIO port output clear register. Writing once produces a low at the corresponding port pins and clears the corresponding bits in the IO set register. Writing 0 has no effect. Example here, IO1 CLR, that is port 1 output clear register. Whatever the values present at the port pin value becoming a clear and default value set it as 0. Example, IO1 CLR equal to 1, port 1 pins are low. IO1 CLR is equal to 0x000340, that is port 1 pin P1.16 and P1.17 goes low, that is 3 can be written as 0011, port 1 P1.16 to P1.13. Here before execution the values of P1.16 and 1.17 are high. After execution the value high becomes as a low here. In our programming we are using some C statements. If else statement, if condition returns true, then the statement inside the body if are executed and the statement inside the body of else are skipped. Syntax here, if condition is true, then statement inside the body of if is executed, else is skipped. If condition is false, then else statement is going to be executed. While statement, a loop is used for executing the block of statement repeatedly until the given condition returns false. That is, the syntax is while condition test statement to be executed continuously till it will be true. If condition is false, the loop will be come out of from the while loop. One more statement we are going to use here is switch statement. A switch statement allows a variable to be tested for equality against a list of values. The syntax for switch statement is switch variable or an integer expression. That is, whichever case values will be matching, that case statement are going to be executed. If case statements are not matching, default statement will be returned, that will be executed in the switch statement. Now let us see the components used for the interfacing the DC motor. A desktop computer or a laptop which will be installed with Keel version 4 software and Philips Flash utility software, ARM7 development board kit, MC05 DC motor interface module, NV5004A power supply, RS232 communication cable, 20 pin FRC flat ribbon cable are going to be used in the interfacing of DC motor. Components used for interfacing DC motor as I shown in the figure. This is a first one is a ARM7 development board kit. In the second figure it shows MC05 DC motor interface module, RS232 communication cable, 20 pin FRC cable, then NV5004A power supply. This is a connection setup of DC motor interface module, desktop computer and ARM7 development board kit, MC05 DC motor interface module, RS232 communication cable, and a power supply. This is a complete connection setup. In the practical execution part of video, we will be showing the step-by-step connection and also execution. Now the connection setup, first connect RS232 cable to ARM7 kit and CPU serial communication port. Connect NV5004A power supply to AC 230 AC voltage supply board, and one end is ARM7 kit. Connect 20 pin FRC cable to ARM7 board of ports P1.16 to P1.23 socket and DC motor interface module MC05 ports. Here in our programming, we have used port 1 1.16 to 1.23 socket. The procedure of execution of this program is open Keyer version 4 software and create a new project with the name of DC motor. Select NXP tab. There select the LPC2148 processor. Save project. Click S for startup.s file. Write a DC motor embedded C code in a new file and save file with .c extension and add this file to project. Run the project. Check for errors and warnings. It should be 0 errors and 0 warnings. Go to target option. Right click on it. Click on option of target and new window will appear. Click on output window. There is a one checkbox with the name create hex file on this and click on checkbox. Build the project. Now it will create a hex file in the same folder. In ARM7 kit, make switch mode to ISP. Click on read device ID option to check communication between ARM7 kit and CPU through RS232 cable. Once read device ID is successful, then go to browse file and select corresponding project DC motor.hex file and click on upload to flash. Once uploading hex file is successful, then it shows the ARM hex file downloaded successfully from ARM7 to from computer to ARM7 kit. Now ARM7 kit switch mode should be changed to run mode and press on reset button of ARM7 kit. The DC motor will start rotating either clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction as per the default programming. In MC05 DC motor interface module, direction switch button is provided to change the rotation of either clockwise or anti-clockwise. If it is default running in clockwise, if I press on direction switch button, it will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. Then again if I press on button, it will start rotating in the clockwise direction. So in MC05, PWM switch button is also used for speed, but we are not going to be used. Algorithm for this is start, initialize the port 1 pin number of P1.16 to P1.18 as output and P1.19 as input ports. Declare the variable for direction. Write a common delay program of say 500 millisecond. Check bit value of P1.19 for direction. If the direction bit value is 0, motor rotates in clockwise, anti-clockwise direction. If direction bit value is 1, then motor rotates in clockwise direction. The anti-clockwise direction, the set sequence 0x0003 4 zeros on the pins IO1 set, call delay function, then clear the sequence using values, same values 0x300003 4 zeros on the pins IO1 CLR. For clockwise direction, set the sequence 0x0005 4 zeros on the pins IO1 set, call delay function, clear sequence 0x0005 4 zeros on the pins IO1 CLR. End of the program. The same algorithm we have written a flowchart. Start, initialize the port pin values, declare the variable for direction, then check the port pin value of the status. If the direction of the port value is true, that is 1, it will be rotated in anti-clockwise direction with the sequence as I explained. If the result is false, it will be rotating in the clockwise direction as further in the sequence. Then end of it. DC motor interface embedded C program. This is a program what we have written for rotating the DC motor in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So hash include lpc214hex.h, include the header file. Then we have written a delay program, that is while ms delay, unsigned int r time and flower brackets open, unsigned int ij, for loop and one more for loop and then close. This is a delay program. After this, the main function void main, void unsigned char direction we have declared in the one variable the direction. Then we are setting the port pin values as input and output using the IO1 dir equal to 0x000740. Define port pin, port 1 pin 1.16 to port P1.18 as output and P1.19 as input. IO1 set, this is the starting phase value of this. Then direction variable equal to 0, while 1. Here this if statement is very important. If IO 1 pin and 1 less than 19 equal to 0, that is which is checking the port value of P1.19 is set or not. If the based on the button press on the interface module of direction switch, this IO pin will be giving the status. If the direction is equal to 0, then we are calling as direction plus plus. If else direction is equal to 1, we are calling as direction minus minus. That is based on the direction value, a switch loop will be executed. If the direction value is equal to 0, case 0 is going to be executed in anti-clockwise direction. That is IO1 set 0x000340, call ms delay 500 IO1 CLR 0x000340, then break. If the direction variable equal to 1, then DC motor will be rotating in clockwise direction. That is the value will be going to set as IO1 set 0x000540, call ms delay IO1 CLR equal to 0x000540. Then call up break statement, then close all the loops. The output of this is observe the rotation of DC motor, check the status of port pins on TP7 to TP10 pins, observe the status of direction control switch on TP10 pins, press the direction control switch and observe the direction of rotation of the DC motor. Again check the status of port pins on TP7 to TP10 pins for rotating the anti-clockwise or clockwise direction. So let us see multiple choice questions. What we have understood here: which register controls the direction of each port pin? IO DI register, IO pin register, IO CLR register, none of the above. As we have seen, IO DIR gives the direction control. IO CLR register produces a low at corresponding port pins when it is executed. True, because all the values of port pin values reset to 0. GPIO stands for general purpose indirect option, general procedure input option, general purpose indirect output, general purpose input output. The option D is correct. How many GPIO port pin value registers available in ARM processor? A is 3, A is 2, B is 3, C is 4, D is 8. C 4 GPIO port pin value registers are available. DC motor is defined as direct current into mechanical energy. Option A is correct. On reset, default GPIO register becomes output mode. A is true, B is false. False, because on reset, all default GPIO registers are working as input mode. DC motor works on the principle of Lorentz law. As we have seen it, key answer A is correct. In PWM, on signal over a period is known as positive cycle, negative cycle, duty cycle, none of them. C. It is a duty cycle. Right ones produces high at the corresponding port pin is IO set, that is D option is correct. Writing ones produces low at the corresponding port pins, that is IOCLR, which clears the values. The key answer is correct. So the activity for the student is write an embedded C program to interface DC motor and rotates only in clockwise direction. Write an embedded C program to interface DC motor and rotates only in anti-clockwise direction. Thank you. Welcome to ARM Controller Lab, Part B, Program 7, Interfacing DC Motor. So let us see the components used for the DC motor interfacing module with the ARM 7 development board kit. So this is a desktop computer which we are going to use write a embedded C code. This is an ARM 7 development board kit which consists of a switch run and ISP mode switch, then ARM processor main unit, a reset switch and different port pins. In our program we are going to use only P1.16 to P1.23 ports. Then NV5004A power supply. This will be connected one point to the 230 AC volt and another to the ARM 7 development board kit. The next unit is we are going to use MC05 motor drive module. In this we are going to use DC motor interface block. The next RS232 communication cable. This is used for communication cable between CPU and ARM 7 board kit. And one more is 20 pin FRC cable, plant ribbon cable, which is used to connect between ARM 7 development board kit and DC motor interface module. Then one more is we are going to use a patch card which will be used for connection between power supply 12 volt DC supply to the DC motor 12 volt DC supply connection between these two. So these are the components which are used for the interfacing the DC motor. Now let us do a connection setup for the DC motor interface. So here first 230 AC voltage which we have connected 230 AC voltage board one end, and here one switch button on and off button. Now initially I will made it as off, and another end pin point which I am connecting to the ARM7 development board kit. Now it is in off position. Second is I am going to connect RS232 communication cable port. One end is connected to the CPU communication port pins. So another end is connecting to the serial port SP1 point of ARM7 board. So this is a communication cable connection. After this I am doing a connection of 20 pin FRC cable. Here I am using port P1.16 to 1.13. Here the sockets are provided. We have to connect like this. Another end is we have to connect by matching the sockets to the DC motor interface block. So here in this DC interface block provided direction control switch and PWM switch. We have written a code for only direction control switch, that is inside this DC motor fan is provided on the top of this. This will be rotating in clockwise direction. When we press a direction switch control, it will start rotating anti-clockwise. One more time if you press, it will start clockwise. Like this rotation of this DC motor in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So one more, as I said, patch card is used for connection for 1.12 volt DC volt, and another point is to the, this is important, which will supply the direct current. So now let me make it on switch on both power supply button for this and this one. So it will show LED light. So now LED light is going, that indicates board is on now. So now I have made it as connection setup. So after this, now I have to write an embedded C code using the Keel version 4 software. After writing the code, I have to create a hex file. After creating hex file, I have to download the hex file from the CPU to the ARM7 board kit by using the Philips Flash Utility software. So those two software, one is Keel version 4 software and Flash Utility software should be installed in the computer. Now let me start Keel version software. Double click on this, it will open the Keel version 4 software. Go to project, click on new Microvision project. Here create a one folder for new project with saying DC motor underscore direction. Inside, open this folder. Inside this, say DC motor underscore dir direction with the project name. Say click on save button. Select NXP founded by Philips. Here click on plus symbol. There are plenty LPC processors are available. We have to select LPC 2148 processor. Click on OK and then click on S. Now the project window is opened here with the startup.s file. Now go to file, click on new. This is the editor window for writing the embedded C code. So here I will directly copy the code, which is DC motor interface for direction control. Here we have a hash include, that is including the LPC214x.h header file. After that, this is the delay, common delay program, which we have written as ms delay function. After that, this is the main function. In this main function, the direction variable is declared as unsigned char. Then IO1 dir equal to 0x000740, that is define port 1 pin P1.16 to 1.18 as output and P1.19 as input port. After this IO1 set, then initially direction variable value is equal to 0. Then write a while one. Inside this, they will be checking or monitoring the status of the direction switch pinpoint. Based on the press of the direction pinpoint, it will be changing the direction. So for this, we will write a if condition IO1 pin and 1 less than equal 19 is equal to 0. That is IO1 pin will be checking the status of the direction control switch button. If the direction is equal to 0, then direction plus, else if direction is equal to 1, then direction minus 1. That is, we are setting the direction values to 0 and 1. Based on the direction value, we are calling the switch function. If the case is equal to 0, then it will be rotating a DC motor fan in anti-clockwise direction. If the case equal to 1, DC motor interface fan rotating in clockwise direction. That is IO1 value set, then case 0 as 0x000340, call ms delay with 1000 values, then IO1 clear, that is 0x same values. For anti-clockwise direction, we are calling 3 values, and case 1 in the clockwise direction, we are calling it as 5. So then break is calling here. This is the end of the program. So after writing the program, we have to save this file with .c extension file. Go to file, click on save. So here I will write it as DC motor underscore dir dot c. Click on save. See the now, after saving, we can see the different colors of the code. So this C file should be added to the project window, that is project files. Go to source file, right click on the source group, click on add files to source group, then select the DC motor direction.c file, click on add. So here we have added the DC motor dir.c file to our
project. Then close this window. After this, adding the file, check for the errors and warnings. Click on build icon menu, that is build. Click on this. Here we can see after build 0 errors and 2 warnings, neglect for the warnings. So the execution of this program is builded it here. Now we have to create a hex file. Go to target, click on option for target, then go to output, click on output window, click on create a hex file, then go to linker, click on use memory may upload, say click on OK. After this we have to rebuild one more time to create a hex file. Click on build, then it will be created a hex file in the same folder, that is go to the folder, click on DC motor direction. Here we have created a hex file. So after creating a hex file, we have to open the flash utility software. This is LPC214 ISP flash utility software. Double click on this, open the Philips LPC 2000 flash utility software. So here we have to download the hex file from CPU to the ARM7 board kit. To download this, we have already communication cable is connected here. During the downloading of the hex file, we have to keep this switch mode in the ISP. So during the run mode, we have to click, switch it to run mode. Now we are downloading the hex file, so keep it on ISP mode. Then click on read device ID to check the communication setup between CPU and ARM board kit. Click on read device ID. So now read device ID part ID is successful. Go to browse. Here select the DC motor direction dot hex file. Click on this. Click on open. Then upload to flash. Click on upload to flash. See the progress bar indicates it's uploading. The file uploaded successfully completed. After this, we have to go to the switch mode of board. Here ISP mode, change it into the run mode. After changing into run mode, we have to press on reset switch. See now DC motor start rotating in default one direction. After click on direction control switch, now it will be changing into the clockwise direction. So again if I press one more time, it will be start changing the direction into anti-clockwise direction. So if I press one more time, it will be start rotating into the clockwise direction. This is how connection, setup and execution for the stepper interface DC motor module. Thank you.